the problems of opportunity for kids who are growing up in low-income homes. For me, it's the big problem in our society right now. There's just certain kids, because of where they grow up, they just don't have the chances that, say, my kids do. And that is not only, I think, deeply unfair, it's also an enormous obstacle to the country becoming as successful as it should be. Over the last few years, there has been this growing push in education to try to understand the research about non-cognitive skills or character strengths. Things like grit, curiosity, conscientiousness, optimism, self-control. We're now at a bit of a crisis point, I think, in education, because we know that these skills are important, but all of our attempts to teach those skills to kids don't really seem to be working all that well. What I argue in this new book is that the reason they're not working is that we're going about them all wrong. We're thinking of these qualities, these non-cognitive qualities, as skills to be taught, whereas actually what the research suggests is that they are the product of a child's environment. And so if we want to help kids succeed, the answer is not to try to teach these skills the way we would teach reading or writing or math. It is to change the environments in which kids are living, to change the environment in classrooms in order to provide the right kind of context for kids to succeed. I think we can get beyond a lot of the debates and divisions that have dominated the education conversation for the last decade or so, and instead think about, what does this research about the effects of adversity tell us about what kids need to succeed? How can we organize our schools and our school systems and our classrooms to better reflect that information? And if we do that, and I think it means a pretty big change in how we educate kids, I think we're going to have much higher rates of success for kids in general, but especially for kids who are growing up in poverty.